Ah,
Moringa.
Malik. So nice to
Nice
meet
to meet you
you.
finally.
So nice to meet you.
So
Please. So excited to have you.
So excited to be here.
Yeah, and thank you so much for supporting us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, probably about 5 years ago, I discovered Moringa. We didn't know what Moringa was before as a family, and what happened was it helped to cure one of our family members' eczema. My nephew had a really bad eczema. Moringa oil cured it. So then after that, we really became fascinated with what is Moringa, why is it so amazing, what are the components, and then especially once we found out that it was called the miracle tree, one of the most nutrient dense plants in the world, if it helped, our nephew, and then we were all using it, and obviously we're very happy with the results. That was kind of where the idea came about in terms of starting a brand that would create a product that people want to use, that is effective, first of all, that is, from a plant-based resource, which is actually also a local resource to Thailand. Whilst the plant originates in India, it does grow quite wildly also in Thailand. But most people we ask here, do you know Moringa? The first thing they'll say is yes to eat. Not so much in terms of skincare or healthcare. When I say, do you know how amazing, the plant it is, that it's packed with antioxidants and the vitamins, amino acids. Most people are quite surprised. So that kind of really gave us the objective to share the knowledge of what Moringa is, what it can do, and hopefully, help people and see how they can include it in their lifestyle.
Wow, so fascinating.
Yeah.
Just for everyone to know that a lot of people may not know, Moringa, as you said, is one of those rare tree and plant.
Yeah.
Which literally every part of the plant has significant health benefits. From leaves to stems to the flowers to everything.
Yeah.
This can be used. So
Yeah, and it's been used for thousands of years,
Yes.
in Ayurvedic medicine, back to Egyptian times and things like that. But it just hasn't really become that current yet, which is kind of something that we hope to change. But it is called the miracle tree, which kind of says it all. But yeah, you're right. I mean, we use both the seeds and the leaves. Those are kind of the two main ingredients that we use. We launched with a farm in Hua Hin, so another part of what we do is not just about kind of finding it and then bottling it. We really decided, well, let's start from the ground up. We have land in Hua Hin that we rented. Now we have a farm there, and with our farm we focus mainly on the seeds. So we planted them. They're about 4 or 5 meters high now. We harvest about twice a year. So we really know what goes into the land, how it's cultivated, how it's picked. We select the seeds, and actually we cold press it ourselves as well. So pretty much 80%, 85% of the process is done in house. Which I think is why the quality is very high, and the whole kind of production process is controlled. Then of course the last part of the process, we send it to a testing facility and all that, make sure it's bottled properly and QC'd. So we launched to market September 2020, so coming up to 3 years. We'll be in our 4th year soon.
Okay, so double of our age.
Yeah. But going back to the farming, that's another aspect when we talk about kind of no waste and reducing plastic, is that we try to make that everything that comes up from the land goes back into the land in terms of like the pods and the seed cake. Or for example, we use the seed cake now in a new product, like our scrub that we're developing, or in the lemongrass. So kind of where possible, we kind of have this kind of circular process that everything we do ever kind of goes back into the land. We now also work with other farming communities to help them, teach them how to grow moringa. We'll provide them with seedlings or seeds if people want to co-partner with us. That's also an opportunity. To again share that kind of moringa can be a plant that is beneficial from a growing perspective as well. It's quite a sustainable plant to grow. It doesn't need a lot of care once it's big. And so now we have about 3 or 4 different farming partners that we work with that also supply us with the seeds and tree press.
different parts of Thailand? Or
Yeah, different parts of Thailand. We've got a few up north. We've got one that just started planting in Buriram, for example. Stand for. I think one was kind of education of what Moringa is. Second is kind of sustainability in terms of farming processes. Third was no plastic / less, as less as possible plastic. I think everyone has to do the best that they can.
Precisely.
But I take a lot of care in the packaging that we do, and I get lots of times stuck on the packaging part.
Reflecting the product packaging.
Because I'd say a lot of our product delays are due to packaging because it's quite hard. For example, all our bottles are glass. Of course, like I said, the top bit is plastic, but it's as much as we can do.
Exactly.
But the cover is paper. They're all recyclable.
Yeah.
A lot of our packaging, even with the soaps, are all made with paper. And then instead of doing gift sets that are done in either boxes that are thrown away, we do our gift sets in these kind of pouches.
Wow.
So this comes with the 30 ml and
This
the roller.
Okay.
So that's how it's sold. People can then reuse the bag. There's no kind of plastic packaging.
Exactly.
On top of that, and then this one was quite a challenge because everyone said, why don't you just put your mask in a plastic tube? And so every supplier I went to find tubes, they kept on proposing plastic, and I kept saying no. So in the end, we decided to go with aluminium for the packaging, and then the box is also plastic. So we do take great care in deciding what the final packaging will be.
That reminds me of my childhood when all the toothpaste used to come in the aluminium ones, not in the plastic ones. All the shaving creams used to come, but nowadays it's...
And now it's changed.
So
and then we need to go back.
It's so nice to see all of this.
Or at least we can try to be and do the best that we can in terms of how we consume plastic and use plastic.
Only this package box would cost you how much? Only this, approximately, rough idea. Right?
The cost price?
Yes.
Of that will be like 35, 40.
See, that's where people. The reason I'm asking, people don't really appreciate.
They should know we could get something for 5, right?
Exactly. But when you don't want to compromise it, this is the cost. Not only customer has to pay, but also from the supplier side, that all the supplier partners, they have to go through this. They have to take that. It's a hard decision. Because we face these kind of challenges, and I'm sure that all of you guys also. It's kind of important for everyone to know these things.
A lot of customers that we speak to do appreciate the effort that we go into making a more sustainable product. I think people nowadays are caring more for the environment. Climate change is a big issue. And I think people are starting to realize that the choices they make and what they consume, eventually does make a difference. So I think there is definitely more customer awareness of being more sustainable, being more eco-friendly. Not just our customers, but all the partners we're working with now. Hotels are becoming more sustainable. So I think that definitely changed. I think it's it's to do with a lot of awareness being put on the issue, just like like what you're doing, putting awareness on the issue and educating people more. But I think to answer your question, people are more aware. And we'll ask for it now. They want transparency.
Right.
I mean, when I remember first getting the proposal, and I thought, what a great match, because I think a lot of the things we stand for are similar in terms of, supporting kind of local products, supporting kind of reduced waste, eco. So I think a lot of our ethos was very similar in that way. We're glad to be part of your business.
Really appreciate that.
Like I said, it's kind of very much about educating people about these kind of core topics and you can not talk about them, or you can select the ones that you feel strongly about, highlight them through your communications and getting other brands like this like me involved, and hopefully the messages will help to kind of educate more people about the initiatives that you choose. So I think it's a great idea.
My idea to plant the seed.
Yes.
Moringa seed.
Moringa grows fast, so hopefully that idea will grow fast.
I have a plant tree at my house.
Okay.
It's not a big tree, but it grows very fast.
It grows
right?
fast, yeah.
And we consume pretty much
That's
every
good.
part of it. So.
Yeah, super healthy. So.
Yes. So get a moringa tree, everyone.
Yes. Plant a moringa.
Plant a moringa tree.
Get healthy.
Exactly.